A few weeks ago, the Forza Horizon 6 developers listened to their community and nerfed drag tires, and we thought, hallelujah, we're saved. They were certainly too OP for road racing, which didn't make any sense, and they reacted. However, slowly but surely, another very strong force is appearing, and it's called off-road tires. Yes, off-road tires. Those tires you're normally using for dirt racing or cross-country in Forza Horizon 6. Which led to the situation that many Forza Horizon 6 players are already calling out the devs again to, nerf off-road tires as well. So, welcome back everybody, I'm your favorite German potato, and in today's video I want to tackle this question. Do we need another nerf, or would this nerf just be, fixing the symptoms, but actually not the real cause? And to answer this question, I'm going to show you the top 5 A-Class cars utilizing off-road tires in today's video. And I'm also going to explain why these cars are so good and why they're maybe OP. But before we jump straight into the car and racing action, I want to show you how it's actually possible that a Lamborghini Sian Roadster, the car I was using for the intro, for road and off-road, as you saw, a car that's almost an S2 car, now is an A-Class with off-road tires. In A-Class, a Lamborghini Sian Roadster. Our Lambo starts at 797 PI, so it's basically close to S1 class, but now the magic starts. So first of all, we are installing an engine swap. Of course, it's the V10 once again, and we're losing almost 50 PI by simply doing that. It's also lighter than the stock engine, but we're losing like 200 horsepower. So get this. There's no drivetrain swap, obviously, since we already have all-wheel drive. But now we go to aspiration and once again install this lovely central fugal supercharger, of course. For a very cheap price of only 8 PI, we are almost winning 100 horsepower with this and only gain like 25 kilogram. Yeah, that's a nice exchange. So let's do that. But now the real magic starts after we obviously installed the wings, guys. You know how it is. I mean, it's funny that you're also losing PI by installing the rear wing, Forza things. But now, let's take a look at our rims, guys. In stock settings, this car features semi-slicks, as we can see, with decent lateral Gs of 1.27 and 1.45. This is the value you want to look at most of the time when it's about tires. And we have 748 horsepower. 748 PI, sorry. So let's go to the rally tire first, and this already reduces our PI pretty nicely from 48 to 22. Simultaneously, the lateral Gs don't look that bad. We still have 1.22 and 1.39. So you're only losing like 0.05 and 0.06 when it comes to lateral Gs. It's not too bad, and that's why rally tires are very, very good most of the time, since the lateral Gs are still very good. But now, from 722 PI to the off-road tire, A700. And now remember, these were the lateral Gs of the rally tires. And now we switch to the off-road tires, and yes, this drops significantly as well. 1.01 and 1.15 in this case. But this is basically the exchange you're always agreeing to when you use off-road tires. But this certainly isn't the video in which I'm going to show you a full tuning process, so if you want to try this tune, it's uploaded by K1ZBart, and here's the share code, guys. And I'm also going to put this on our huge sub spreadsheet in the description of the video. So far for the little theory session, and certainly a showcase that Forza's PI system is very, very sketchy, unfortunately. And this Sian Roadster isn't even in the top 5 of A-Class cars utilizing off-road tires, but it's somewhere in the let's say 6 to 10 positions. It's one of those handling all-round cars, so to say. Yes, we lost grip, but since this car features so much downforce, from the get-go, it's still a pretty easy to drive car, in my opinion. Try it out. And what happened here? I think these traffic cars certainly look forward to the top 5 now. Let's go. The first car on this list, the McLaren 12C, our car in 5th. And apparently there are many other meta cars in this lobby, but most of them or all of them utilize rally tires actually, no off-road tires. So this McLaren 12C is maybe slightly better than the Sian you've seen before. And something you also see now, guys, is I'm embracing ABS. It's the first time ever on this channel that I'm using ABS. It feels weird, but it's just the meta in Forza Horizon 6, unfortunately. And it already feels better, It's already like I can actually brake now. It was so weird before. So in front of us, the Mustang GT24 that I had in 3rd on my huge best A-Class cars video. And as we see, the McLaren isn't really slower than that. Okay, so we brake later than him, which shouldn't be the case in off-road tires, honestly. And we already made our positions, and we're in second now. Behind this huge muscle car in front of us. Oh my god, okay, yep, that was interesting. Something happened behind us, and of course, a Honda Beat was involved, guys. How much do you hate the Honda Beat? Let me know in the comments. Oh my god, but can we get the guy in the lead? And in terms of the 12C, guys, I can let you know that this actually feels too good for an off-road tire car, as you can see. So I don't really have any problems like sticking to the road, but it's apparent that, let's say, it feels a bit sluggish to me sometimes. Like, this is also something that basically appears to every single car on this list utilizing off-road tires. I wouldn't say it's incomprehensible, like it's not as bad as with drag tires, but it's slightly, I don't know, it feels a bit delayed when you steer. But now, you know, I need to win this race, so we have his inside, he's kind to us here, but he's got more power. Oh my god, another very, very good car, the huge Charger that we're racing against here, and he's blocking like a pro, he's winning this race. But our McLaren 12C is pretty good. In fourth, we have another McLaren, the McLaren 570S. Yes, this shouldn't be an A-class as well, but it drops so much by using off-road tires, just like the 12C. And this features like 700 horsepower, guys. I think it's 699 horsepower, and the 12C before actually had slightly more, like 720 horsepower. And this shows you that the Forza PI system underestimates power too much, and this is actually why these tires work. You know, they're dropping these PI so much, and then they say, yeah, okay, you know, but power isn't actually that important, so yeah, have fun with your power. And this is why those drag tires builds had so much power. This is why these have so much power. And we get closer to Let Time Bandit. He's also in the Mustang once again. People seem to love this Mustang. But what I also want to tell you is that the 12C that you were seeing before... Oh, he's off. Can he handle it? Come on. Whoa, he puts me into the wall. Okay, no, I survived. The McLaren 12C wasn't super OP. So compared to the best A-class cars list, featuring rally tires, all of those cars you've seen in the video before, they are all quicker than the 12C you've seen before. And I think this 570S is the same. Like in terms of lap times, all the other cars on this list were better than these two McLarens, even though they would be on something like, you know, 10 to 15, maybe 6 to 10. They're very, very good. Look at me, I'm just talking at the same time, you know, while I'm driving, and it's actually a walk in the park. These cars are decent to drive. They still have enough downforce, they have enough grip, you know, this is very easy to drive. So this is... It's not as bad as these drag tires builds, you know? That was the huge problem with drag tires. They were like 2 or 3 seconds quicker than all the other builds. Even like these off-road builds now. But at the same time, they felt so bad. You know, there was no fun in using these tires. In third, we have the Corvette C8. And this is already getting close to meta territory. Let's wait a bit. I was just waiting slightly, since this is not the first race for me in this lobby. And take a look at this truck, guys. This is so crazy. Yep, I'm slightly afraid, also because of the flag that he's using. So this is the Electric Town Circuit, guys. This is the Corvette C8. This tune features it features 1,800 kilograms, something like this. It's a heavy, heavy boy. And we have like 850 horsepower, I think. And this is crazy. This is crazy. We are in A-class. Imagine, guys. Oh my god. Dude! Why are you rear-ending me? In the Ford GT, the possibly best A-class car in Forza Horizon 6 at the moment. What I can already tell you about the Corvette is, since it's more powerful, it's already harder to drive, even more sluggish than the McLarens before. So the McLarens before were actually easy to drive compared to this Corvette. I wouldn't say it's as bad as those drag tires builds, but it's getting significantly more annoying, so to say. Especially on the brakes. And then it's slightly understeering out of turns, but we have a race against the Ford GT here. He was slightly hitting this edge, and I don't want to wreck him here. And as you can see, we have more power than him right now, since we use these off-road tires. I have the inside. This is a fair race right now. After he rear-ended me, okay. Maybe. He didn't even rear-end me on his screen. Don't go. No, no, mate, don't. Oh my god. What a dive. What a dive. You know, I just predicted it because, you know, that's why I survived this a bit. But like racecraft 0 from this guy right now. Super powered V10, by the way. This could be the subtitle of Forza Horizon 6, right? But also add the centrifugal supercharger, please. Okay, so we have the inside now. He got this cutback maneuver. He also predicted this, but I'm sure he uses the ready tire build actually. So this is the one I showed off in my best A-Class cars video that he's using right now, in which the Ford GT ended up in first. Whoa, we are sliding, and yes, these tires are sliding. I mean, you saw the grip difference when I showed you the Cyan, right? And this gets apparent in this car as well. Okay, yeah. Fourth gear is much better. So during the race, I certainly learned that I have to shift a bit differently in this car. We have lots of gears that we can use here. And he's able to handle the Johnson pressure, it seems, guys. But smash like and subscribe for this video. That's certainly very, very needed. And this Corvette could be in the top 5 of A-Class cars already, guys. So I guess it would be in front of the HSV and the Camaro that I had in 4th and 5th. So the question once again arises, are these off-road tires too OP? In second, the Dodge Viper 08. Yes, of course there needs to be a Viper, which is very, very good in this game. And you know, this is very good in S1 class, and it also works in A class due to off-road tires. And this is the point where I'm telling you guys, this Viper can basically run world records on these tracks with off-road tires, but it's still not much quicker than those ready tires builds, you know? When you compare it to the top 3 ready tires cars in A-Class, it's maybe like 0.1, 0.2, so only 0.2 quicker per lap. But it's also weirder to drive due to these off-road tires. But, you know, what I also find funny is that this tune can also work on dirt, probably. And also on cross-country. So there are so many dirt tracks, so many cross-country tracks that feature so much road, which makes these tunes, you know, made for road with off-road tires actually work there. And this is very, very funny. So from now on, you basically only need one tune for different kinds of racing. Hey, what do you think about this? Do we need to nerf this? Do we need to ban this, guys? That's the question now. The problem is, if you start giving off-road tires less grip, you know, less lateral grip like they did with the drag tires, then you're also messing with every single other racing type in this game. Since, you know, there are dirt tracks and off-road and cross-country tracks featuring roads. And this would make it very, very hard to probably justify internally for the developers. So what do we need to do, guys? I guess they just need to redo the complete PI system in this game. This is the only way of fixing these builds. Because, you know, if you fix this now, if you give this less grip now, what do you do next time? Then you give rally tires less grip. Then you start to give, I don't know, sport tires more grip, or even slicks, I don't know, less PI loss or something like this for different upgrades. So this is complicated, this is micromanagement. So at this point, they need a complete rehaul of what they do with the PI system. You know, we've talked about this with the Audi engine as well, you know, that Forza completely underestimates the power after the rev limiter, you know. And this is the main issue, basically. That's why you get these cars down. Oh my god, we overtook them. You get these cars down with these weird tires, put all the power in them, and that's why you have like 700, 800 horsepower in A-Class now at this point. So this is why A-Class is basically ruined, and also probably the other lower classes, because you can put so much power in these cars. It's basically not the tires? It's actually the PI system. It's the detection of power. It's the detection of what's good and what is not by the PI system. But we waited for these people, won against them in the Viper, which is still okay to drive, guys. It's not as bad as those drag tires, I can tell you that. It's not a walk in the park, but it's also not bad. It's basically just like the rally tires with slightly less grip. 950 horsepower, guys. The Ford GT in first. And yes, we have lovely hackers and cheaters in this lobby. Take a look at this Centenario. He's actually in R class. Wow, that's good. I'm in A class online lobbies and we've got this guy. This is awesome. Wow, Forza. Hey, can you please fix that? So this video just got a nice turn of events here. Apparently, not only tires or let's say the PI system needs the fix. No, it's also the lobby system or let's say the anti-cheat. What the hell is going on? And we get hunted by another Ford GT who's certainly on rally tires since he's got better handling than us. And there's the next cheater behind us, racing this Ferrari F50, which certainly isn't that quick in A class. And then he's also just dive bombing us like a pro. Lovely lobby there. What's going on? And yeah, he's hunting the F50. That's good. Thanks, Ford GT guy. I can tell you guys, this Ford GT with off-road tires at 950 horsepower is like 2 or 3 tenths quicker than its rally tire version, which already was the best car in A class, right? It was the best all-around in A class, and this off-roader is still better. It's still better, but oh man. Take a look at these cheats. Oh, he missed the checkpoint. That's good. See, stupid cheater missing the checkpoint. It's so funny how he got around that turn. Oh my god. But once again, it's not as bad as drag tires were, and also the off-road tires are not as OP as those drag tires were. So, let's say the situation of A class was definitely improved by reducing the grip of drag tires when it comes to turns and stuff like that. So they made a huge improvement, and those off-road tires, they're not as OP as the drag tires. Since eventually there are only like 3 cars which will make it in the top 3 of best A-class cars at the moment. The Corvette, the Viper, and this Ford GT. But the rest is just, you know, very, very good, like on position 6 to 10, for example. Especially those McLarens or, you know, the Sian you've seen before. Then you could also race like the McLaren Artura, actually, that also works in A-class with off-road tires. There's a huge list of cars that works, but they're not OP as those drag tires used to be. And after 2 laps, I'm only like 3 seconds behind the Centenario in R-class. Dude, improve your skill, mate. And now I actually got closer. What a noob. Take a look at his line. Take a look at his line, guys. Come on, missed the checkpoint. Ah, that would have been so nice at the end here. But okay, only like a second behind an R-class car in A-class. Not too shabby. So is A-class ruined again? That was basically the question of this video, right? And I don't think so. But simultaneously, they certainly need to make, I don't know, integral changes to their system, to their PI system. I don't know if Forza will survive 5 or 6 or 7 years if we already know all of these issues at this point of the game, you know, after like 1 month or 1.5 months. It's crazy, actually. Obviously, many of those casuals, you know, like the biggest target group probably, they won't even find out about this issue. That's the main problem. So they probably don't have the need in terms of, you know, their general reach of the game. But at the same time, like, they're core players. All of those players who keep coming back and coming back month after month, you know, finishing the festival playlist and stuff like that. You know, they might get bored or actually annoyed that they always have to use this weird meta that just, yeah, doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right that I'm using a 950 horsepower car in A-class, you know. It's also annoying to me, and I'm able to drive this, you know, but still, it's not so much fun to me. So the problem certainly got better, but it's still apparent. And obviously it's not that crazy in higher classes, you know, so in S2 class, off-road tires won't work, obviously. And in S1 class, it's the same, I think, for now. I might be wrong, there might be like 1 or 2 cars maybe, but generally it's not the case in these higher classes. but of course in lower classes. And yeah, it could be fixed somehow. And now smash like, subscribe if you're new, that would be lovely. Don't forget to click the bell, guys. I'm your favorite German potato. I see you next time. And certainly check out the best A-Class cars list right now. Crucial insights. Cheers.